Welcome back to Culture Shock, the podcast for women by women. I'm your host, Leslie Baker,
And I am Tia Bush.
and we're here to continue our discussion about what is it really like for women to work with other women in the workforce.
Yes, we are very unfiltered, very truthful, and very mindful, but we just want everybody and every woman out there, young women, old women, middle-aged women, to see the truth about what it's like to work with other women in the workforce.
Because we all know it happens, but why no one talks about it till now, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's because a lot of women don't really want to sit here and talk about the things that they experience or the things that they see, or even, to be honest, the things that they say and the things that they do to other women.
Yep.
Yep.
So our whole goal is we want to help build future leaders that are better, act more respectful, are more positive. And so that's why we're here. We want to educate the young workforce that's coming up because quite frankly, the way that the world is today, we need better leaders.
Yep. And not only that, but I agree with that 100%. We do need better leaders, but I think that women just need to empower other women because somebody might be trying to be building an empire, the next person may not. So if you're not trying to build your empire, why is it going to hurt you to build the next person up?
Mm-hmm.
It's not really going to hurt you if you're encouraging another woman to build her empire and, as we said before, get past that glass wall that every woman may or may not see.
We've had an overwhelming response from people that we've been
Yes.
promoting this, and people have reached out to us and said, "Oh my God, yes, I've been wanting to talk about this for years." So,
Yes.
our main goal is we want to start a movement. We want to help build leaders that are positive
Yep.
because we need a better world.
Yeah, we need better women. We need better
Yeah.
support. We need better, just everything about a woman in the workforce. We need better because this is not our moms, our dads, our grandparents. We are trying to build something better, and we want to encourage younger women and younger females
Mm-hmm.
to just be you, to just try to build other women up and try to be a powerful woman because we're all powerful. You just got to stop being so negative about certain
Yeah.
situations.
So the whole preface behind the podcast is the book that I wrote, Culture Code Breaker. Today we're gonna discuss a couple items in the book. Next week we will have some guests who will be on the show who will talk
Yay!
about their experiences in kind of my generation, and then
Mhm.
in future ones we are going to have people Tia's generation get on, so you can see both perspectives from my generation versus from the
Yep,
younger generations.
yep. And one thing I do want to say about like the generations though is we just got to understand and we just got to know and help each other that just because the workplace now is toxic doesn't mean that it's
Right,
always going to be
right.
toxic. This is why we're doing what we're doing, because we want to help build something bigger and something better and make sure that, every woman gets what they deserve out of this.
So bear with us. You can see that we're not tech savvy. We're not high tech here. So
No.
stick with us. I guarantee this is going to be a great adventure.
Yep.
And if we help one person, then it is well worth
Yeah,
it.
it's well worth it. It doesn't matter if we help a million people or if we help just one person. The fact that we're out here trying to help people is all that we're trying to
Yep.
do.
We hear a lot out in society that younger people, they just don't have the work ethic. We're in
Yeah.
trouble because these young people are going to be terrible leaders and they only care about themselves. And my question is, who's to blame for the work ethic of the younger people? If we're not taking the time to teach them, to
Yeah.
pass along wisdom, then really who's at fault?
Yeah, and it's one thing I would say about the younger generations coming up. Like, it's not that we don't want to work, but why are we going to work our lives away? Why are we just going to keep continuously working here for a company or somebody that doesn't appreciate us? Like, if we take PTO, we're wrong. If we take a day off because we need a mental day or we're sick or we don't feel good, we're wrong. Like, for putting ourselves first is like we're wrong. And companies, I understand it, they're ran by older generations, so they see it from like one perspective. And that's where I feel like they're wrong in seeing it from one perspective instead of multiple
Mm-hmm.
perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when companies start to look at things from different perspectives, then that's when companies will start to get better.
I think that's the key right there is looking at different perspectives.
Yeah.
And right now, I think we're all very much closed minded,
Yep.
or we're seeing perspectives that are being influenced by social media, by the regular media. So, this is a good segue because I want to show you a video and I want to
Okay.
show the viewers a video. Now, let me preface this with I don't know who these individuals are. I just know they're in politics.
Okay.
I don't care about politics. This has nothing to do with politics. I just want to show you what is being portrayed out there in the media now and
Okay.
what our future leaders are seeing.
Right.
So I want to get your raw reaction to this video.
All right, let me see it.
Okay.
We're here for? You know we're here about
just
AC.
I
don't think you know what you're here
President.
for.
Well, you the one talking about. I
think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
the
ain't
jury.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
What?
That's beneath even order of your committee.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attach the physical appearance of another person?
Are your
Okay.
Her words down.
Oh,
Girl, baby girl.
oh, really?
Baby
Don't even
girl.
play.
Baby girl, I don't think
We are gonna move, and we're gonna take your words down.
I second that motion.
So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
should
recognizes
apologize. No.
Perry. Okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry, she'll be recognized. Then Ms.
I'm
Green
not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
But why
I'm
not?
apologizing.
Now let's stop. Come on, guys.
That guy corrects me.
I'm just curious, just to better
But,
understand
you
your
know.
ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built bush body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
Chairman,
Oh
I make
my
a motion to strike that
God.
word.
I don't think that's
Come on.
part
I'm
of it.
trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
I
Chairman, motion to
had
strike
no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
Oh,
You
y'all
just
did it first.
voted to do
Y'all did it
it.
first, so you don't want to talk about it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
trying to get clarification.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
So this is what our future leaders are watching.
Yeah. And first of all, you didn't even need to come for this girl's eyelashes. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. That you started the argument, Miss Ma'am.
Yeah.
That's not okay. Like, you
And-
should have just said you were sorry and then just moved on with it. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It was the heat of the moment. Like, da 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 da. But you just kept going with it. It's the disrespect. So then she came on you, which she had all right to do.
Right?
But she could have handled it a little better.
Yeah. And I don't know about the one who said baby girl.
No, baby girl. Let me tell you something, baby girl.
And this is not funny.
No.
But it's funny because this embodies what we're trying to
Yeah.
prevent going
Yep.
forward.
Yep, this is literally what we're trying to stop. Like, for the generations that are younger than me and for people my age and in between our age, this is what people don't want to see at work. Like, why can't we just be friends and support
Yeah.
each other and just not get in arguments with each other? And arguments, I feel like, can never be prevented all the time.
But you can agree and to disagree respectfully.
Yes, 100%. I agree with that.
And so just to recap, this is nothing about politics.
No.
I don't even know what they were meaning about. I don't know who they are, what they represent, and I really don't care.
Yeah.
This was just an example
Yeah.
to show we can talk about it, but if you have a visual that's handy that
Yeah.
everybody can see,
Yeah.
it really highlights our point.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I'm just kind of shocked because what? And especially if you're in like a business meeting in a boardroom like that, why are you acting like that?
Well, and the man's reaction, I think that just speaks volumes too.
He
I
said,
think
"What did you say?"
a lot of men are clueless.
Yeah, I think a lot of men don't even understand why women argue the way they do, or
I don't know.
even like what even started the argument.
I don't know. And there's a lot that is included in more clips out there. So if you're
Yeah.
interested, you can go out and take a look at it because the men do speak up and they do say, hey, this is inappropriate behavior.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know
Yeah.
what they were discussing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Just prime example.
Yeah. Prime example.
This is what women deal with from other women in the workforce.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna mean something a little different, like because women don't speak up about this. Women don't.
Well, they speak up about it behind each other's back.
Yeah, very, very, very true. Women speak up about it behind other women's back. They don't like to confront things face to face. They don't know how to confront things. They just would rather talk mess behind somebody else's back. And then when the men try to confront it, man, I got your back on this one. When men try to confront it, they just get yelled at too.
Okay.
Like, let's just be honest right here, okay? Men try to speak up and tell women, like, hey, you don't need to argue about this. You don't need to move like this. Like, I'm looking out for you. And they're just like, oh my God, shut up. What do you know about it? Like, he was just trying to help you. Calm down.
Which brings us to our next point. You really can't talk about women and interaction without first addressing the word that kind of embodies when somebody acts like that.
Yep, exactly.
And what word would that be?
The B word.
In case you don't know what we're talking about, it's bitch.
The bitch word.
Yes. Now, we're going to be respectful. We can't talk about the word and say how it's weaponized and then continue to use it throughout this podcast. So
Yeah.
we will be going forward and referring to it as the B word. So when I was writing my book, I did a little research because I was interested in about how did the B word ever come about?
Yeah.
Why do we use this word? And so if you go and you research it, you'll see that actually the word appears first in around the 1400s, and it was a word that was used to actually describe a female dog.
That's interesting.
Well, and I'm thinking, fast forward, my brain is like, why would we choose a dog?
Yeah.
Why not like a cow or something?
Right, because dogs are so cute and loving. Like, you can call me the B word, I'll take it.
So fast forward into historical times, and the reason why, I don't even know if it was men or women who started comparing women to female dogs, but in historical reasons, women were compared to female dogs because female dogs were considered unruly, uncontrollable, and very much promiscuous when they came into heat. First of all, what kind of dog did you have that you could
Because what?
Yeah. Well, okay, whatever. So that's when society started to referring women as the B word, is because they were considered, they didn't adhere to obedience,
I can
to
see that.
cultural standards,
Yeah.
and they were considered unruly.
Yeah. I mean,
again, I go back to, why a dog?
yeah, like, out of everything, why do we gotta be a dog? Like,
Tiger,
right.
something vicious.
I'd
but
rather be
dog?
called, oh my gosh, she's a tiger. Like, I would rather take that than being called a B word, because how am I a female dog? Like, how did that even come up with? Like, who started it?
I don't even know.
Couldn't tell you.
Let me ask you this, Tia.
Yep.
So when a woman calls you the B word versus a man calls you the B word, do you react differently?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Really?
Like, a woman, for me, I don't like that word, period. Like, in general, I just feel like it's very disrespectful, because I'm not a female dog. But I think from when a male calls me it, I take it a little bit more disrespectful, because why are you calling me out of my name for? I feel the same way about women, but I don't know. I just think it's just more disrespect, I feel like, coming from men than it is women. I don't know why. I don't have a real good reason for it, but
See, and that's interesting because when my husband calls me the B word, I'm like, oh, you know what? I need to adjust my behavior, because when he calls me that B
yeah,
word, we're usually arguing or something.
yeah,
And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe I
yeah,
need to tone it down.
yeah, that's fair.
But when a woman calls me it, I'm like, excuse me? Who do you think you are? But so in looking back, again, researching the word and looking back on my own behavior,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, the reason why I called the other woman a B word is because I didn't get what I wanted.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
So,
Yeah.
if you're talking to a woman and it gets heated like we saw in the
Yeah.
video,
Yeah.
I get mad because either the individual didn't give me what I wanted, didn't
Mhm.
give me the reaction
Yeah.
or the outcome that I wanted, and in turn I became upset because I didn't get what I wanted.
Right. I think it's just more like how you use it, male or female. For me, it's definitely like how you're saying it. Like don't say it in a disrespectful way because then I will get mad. But if you're gonna say it in a disrespectful way, then that's when I'm starting to get in my feelings and getting upset about it. But I like your way though. I've never actually heard of that
Yeah.
way before, so I do like that.
So
Yeah.
I know that when women joke around, like I have friends, and we be
Yeah.
like, girl, um, we joke around but we also use the word as a form of empowerment as well.
Yeah, yeah. Empowerment how?
Um,
Never heard of that one before, so enlighten me.
so there are actually some women out there who are actually proud of the fact that they act like a B word. And I
Oh,
think the reason why is because their persona is they're very confident, they're very non-compliant,
yeah.
loud,
Okay.
extroverted,
Yeah.
and to them the B word embodies power.
Yeah. I don't agree with that.
No.
No, like I mean I get it, but I don't agree with it because if somebody calls you a B word, that doesn't mean you're confident. That doesn't mean that you're empowerment. Like I would take it as like you need to change something about your attitude. You need to change how you're walking. You need to change something about you. So me personally, I don't think that the B word has any enlightenment to it.
So do you think that when individuals use the B word
Hmm.
to describe themselves, they're actually um, I don't. They're actually oppressing themselves when they
Yeah.
think they're embodying power, but in actuality, they're actually
Mm.
um, weaponizing themselves.
I think yeah, like when an individual says that, oh, like I'm a B word because I'm mean, I'm this, and I know that. Okay, well, kudos to you for taking a self accountability. We love to see it, we love to hear
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but talk about yourself a little more lightly. Like,
Mm.
like love on yourself. Like, don't be mean to yourself. Like, if you know you're a mean individual, that doesn't mean you're a B word. That just means you're strong in some areas.
Well, in all fairness to individuals who actually use the word for themselves, who
Hmm.
think that I'm using this word because I'm a powerful
Yeah,
individual.
yeah,
If we've never talked about it before, if
yeah,
we've never identified where it came from and why it was used, if people don't know about that,
yeah.
then
Then how are they gonna know?
yeah,
So I mean, I think this is good that we talk about
yeah.
this because people don't know where it come from or why people say that what they say or they don't understand like the original meaning behind it. Like I think I could be wrong, so check me if I'm wrong. I think that it came from as like an insult. I don't think it
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, yeah. I
Absolutely.
don't think it came from like anything that has to do with anything positive. So I mean, the more we talk about this, the more we put it out,
Yeah.
like people are gonna understand, like, oh, okay, like if somebody calls me this, then they're basically insulting me. So along with that, how are you gonna move
Yeah.
with that? How are you gonna decide to handle that?
So, for anybody out there who thinks that calling themselves the B word and thinks that, hey, you know what, I'm going to call myself that because then
Because I'm
people will
so
think I'm
strong.
powerful. Stop it, please, because you're referring to yourself as a female dog.
Yeah, and that's not okay because all females are powerful in any type of way. Like we all have our own aspects and strengths and there's another word I'm thinking of that I can't think of. But we're just all powerful and we all have our strengths in different ways and different aspects. Like stop comparing yourself to the next person. Stop being mean to yourself. Love on yourself and be nice to yourself because how do you expect somebody else to be nice to you and to love on you if you can't even do it for yourself? Like
Exactly.
let's just be real.
So, call yourself a tiger instead.
Yeah, so raw.
A lioness, because you know what? Those are dangerous.
Yeah, those you don't want to play with. They protect. They feed their family. They're there for their family. Be a lioness.
Have
Come
you
on
seen a
now.
chihuahua?
Come
I
on now.
mean, yeah. You really want to compare yourself
Come
to
on.
Chihuahua.
Right. Come on now. Like they're like yay big.
But you know what? They are yappy little dogs.
Okay. I know that's right. They don't ever stop.
So we just saw some Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it.
That's good.
Hey, let's take a quick break so we have a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back.
Hey.
Let's start getting into discussions about what it's really like out there in the workforce.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people can say or ask us, how do you know that this is what really goes on?
Because we've been in there.
Yeah.
Like we have real life experiences.
And I feel like when we get out and start talking to other individuals, we get our guest speakers on here, it'll be shocking to hear how so many other women go through this.
Yeah. People would honestly be surprised like how many women have stories. They just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid that nobody's actually going to listen to them, or they're going to get judged, or it's going to be some type of negativity that comes from the story that they're telling.
Yeah. Yeah. And as we saw and we talked about, briefly before this,
Yeah.
it's a wonder why.
Yeah.
Because they know that they're just going to,
Yeah. It's because they know that other women are going to be like, oh, well, you should have did this and you should have did that. And it's some type of negativity. But I would say like a good 7 times out of 10, not every woman is looking for some type of feisty answer.
Yeah.
They're just looking for like okay, am I wrong in this situation? Like tell me if I'm wrong. Or they just need to vent about something without being like, oh girl, you should have fought her, you should have cussed her out, you should have did this, you should have did that. But maybe that's not what they're looking for.
Yeah. And to be fair, not every single woman that you're going to encounter out in the workforce is going to act like that.
100%.
It's those who do act like that
Yeah.
unfortunately are giving a bad name to all women.
Yeah, exactly. It's the women out there that act like this that make it harder for other women to be in the workforce.
Yeah.
Like women fought real hard to be in the workforce, to be equal to men. And it's nowadays it's like, why are we fighting each other when we fought for this?
Yeah.
Like let's be honest, let's be real here.
Yeah. So when you go out into the workforce, here's the truth. There's going to be some woman that doesn't like you.
Yep.
Just because you showed up.
Yep, exactly.
It could be
because you like fashion, because you know how to dress yourself, because of your personality, because of your laugh, because of your shoes, because of your skin color, because of your hair, because of, I don't know, your eyelashes.
because it's Wednesday.
Because they're having a bad day. Their significant other made them mad. So now they're like, I'm going to go to work and take it out on everybody else. But why?
I don't know. And what you need to understand is that it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah. It's more of like they're projecting onto you. Like you could have took your first breath of the morning around them and they're like, oh my God. like why? Like why? Don't project you. Don't project your insecurities, your madness, whatever you're feeling onto me, because all I did was breathe around you.
Yeah.
And now you're mad at me.
Yeah.
What? Can't even tell you good morning now.
I know I have an example that I talk about in the book that when I was young, and I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to sometimes not pay attention to things.
Yeah, I do too.
So for me, I'm young. I had this really cute outfit on.
Yeah.
Love to wear cute shoes, and I go into work, and I'm just loving life.
Yeah,
and
as you should.
I would say within the first week, I had another older woman, come up to me and tell me to tone it down.
Oh no.
And yeah, and
No.
and if you know me, my personality, I'm not one of those people who are loud, who go out, who's boisterous, who's extroverted.
Yeah.
I live in my happy little world.
Yeah.
I go about my business,
Yeah.
not thinking anything of it.
Yeah.
And that woman told me I needed to tone it down because nobody likes to show off.
No.
And I was like, excuse me? I still had the tags on my outfit because this is literally when I started out, I had no money.
Yeah.
So I bought an outfit. I left the tags on it.
Yeah.
And that, when she said nobody likes to show off, that really took a hit to my confidence.
Yeah, I
Because
bet it did.
here I thought I was going to work, I was feeling good about myself. And somebody else took it as I was showing off.
well, that's their problem.
It is their problem, and it took me a long time to figure that out.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know you, like you're quiet, but your personality is so big. That's so crazy that other women really look at women like that.
Yeah.
Talk about you're too much. I need you to dial it down a little bit. I'm sorry, but I will forever be too much. I will never dial it down because another woman is jealous of me
Mm-hmm.
or like projecting onto me. That's not fair. So
Yeah.
I had to dim my light in order to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah. So, future leaders, when you go out in the workforce, just know that you're going to confront individuals like this. You know,
Yep.
they're not going to like you just because
Yep.
of the way you look, the way you dress, the way you show up.
Yep.
That is their problem. That is not your problem.
Yep, and that's something that you just have to look past. Like basically kind of side eye it. Like you don't even have to acknowledge it, but just kind of like side eye it and go about your business. Because why don't let somebody else's opinions that don't even matter affect you. Because you're never gonna win that way. And especially if you act out of emotion, what is that gonna do for you?
Right. I do think though that everybody needs to do some self-reflection.
Yes,
You know,
100%.
you can't walk into the office and just hit the ground running and start, giving commands and telling people what to do. You do got to do some self-reflection.
Yeah.
If you enter a workplace and you know, if someone has to have a discussion with you, I'm in HR. If you're brand new and you're coming to talk to me because your
Yeah.
manager came to me,
Yeah.
then let's talk about it. Let's talk about your behavior. What are you doing that is causing I want to say negativity around
Yeah.
you? So do some self-reflection. And in the book, there's a couple worksheets that you can complete that helps you with that self-reflection. Ask you questions about what about your demeanor, about the way you dress, about the way you talk could possibly offend somebody else, or
Yeah.
is there anything that I could change among myself so when I walk into that office, I'm not giving those women a reason to hate me?
Yeah. And I would say, like, I agree with that 100%. But if I could give any advice to any younger woman out there that's just now entering the workforce, I would have to say just be confident. Don't be
Yeah.
cocky, but be confident.
Yeah.
Just know that you're starting off at the bottom. We all start at the bottom and we have to work our way up to
Yeah.
the top. So just be confident, go in there and just stay to yourself for the most part. Like, you're not at work to make best friends. You're not at work to make friends for real. Like, if you do make friends inside of the workplace, that's great. But know how to keep like professional and personal
Yeah.
separate. And I think that's where like a lot of us do like collide a lot. We do collide with our personal and
Yeah.
business. We try to have personal at the business and we try to have business at the personal. You can't do that. If one thing I've learned in my workforce career is that when you collide those two, it doesn't ever go good. You could be the shiznits outside of work, but in work, you got to stay to yourself and really like work your way up if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to work your way up, that's fine. But don't be mad or project on the next person if you what you don't want to do, because the next person might want to do it. So go into work, keep your head down, do what you have to do. And like you said, like just look at yourself and take self accountability for like how you're moving, how you're talking, how you're dressing, because dress code does matter to a certain extent. So just make sure that you're just on your P's and Q's when it comes to yourself.
You lost me at the word shiznit. What does that mean?
Oh my god, I was trying to keep it like rated PG, you know.
Oh, that's not a
Shiznits, I mean it's not like I'm trying to
oh.
say SHIT, like, you know, shiznits.
See, I mean,
Oh
come on.
shoot. I guess that's like a younger generation thing.
And we wonder why women conflict. Oh Lord.
Yeah, but see, I like how you asked because you were like you lost me at shiznits.
Learn something today. So, this we also want to keep it light
Yeah.
and humorous because
Yeah.
it can get to be a topic that it can get heavy,
Yeah.
and we don't want it to
It
get
can
heavy.
get really touchy for like people. This is like for women out there who like don't want to take self accountability, who don't want to actually see it for what it is. People might feel like we're attacking them, but we're not attacking you. We're not attacking anybody. We just want, like you said before, we want the future women coming in here to be leaders and not just be like, okay, now I have to go along with this and play mean girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that Tia has educated me on culture slang, let's move on to it's going to be a controversial topic.
Ooh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, and it's not going to be controversial for the younger people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be controversial because I'm going to make some statements
Okay.
about the older generations that they may not agree with.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we're here to talk about it.
Again, because this is from my perspective,
Yep.
and I'm not hearing anybody else talk about it. So,
Somebody has to talk about it.
yep. So let's talk about the generations that actually built the cultures that we are working in.
This is the one I wanted to talk about.
So, Tia, give me your perspective.
Oh, my perspective. Okay, so we have the baby boomers. We have generational, I think it's X. Then it goes millennials and Generation Z. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the baby boomers, I have so much respect for the baby boomers. And that's because they were here when women could first start going into the workforce. If you think about it and do your history on it, fact check me if I'm wrong. But women haven't been in the workforce for that long. They've been in the workforce for like maybe 80 to 100 years. And if you think about it, that's a long time. But with history, that's not a long time. So the baby boomers, you got my utmost respect. But you got to understand that you're not ruling the workforce no more.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like, you're between like what, like 60 and 78, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta let go at some point. Like, you gotta see and understand that the younger generations are here to take over and to make it better than what you guys did. But like I said, I got respect for you guys. Generation X, who they are tough. They are tough. Like, let me just be honest real quick. They're tough. They're tough. Like, I'm 26. So working with somebody who's in their 40s and 50s and older, like, we do clash heads a lot. We do argue sometimes, but I'm the type of person where, like, I've gained so much inner peace. I think that that's one thing that people have to have too, is inner
Oh,
peace
absolutely.
when it comes to arguing and whatnot, because if you don't have that peace, you're just gonna keep arguing, and you're not there. Nobody's gonna get nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the type of person, and not everybody's like this, but I'm the type of person where if somebody starts arguing with me who's older than me, okay, yep, you got it. That's how you feel. All right, I'm walking this way. You gonna stay right here? Like, I just don't feel the need to argue. But Generational X thinks that they're in charge. And I respect it because you guys do have more knowledge than what we do. But how are we supposed to gain that knowledge if you guys aren't teaching us? You guys are just going against us. And it's not everybody in the generation. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe more than 50%. I would say it's half of them, maybe a little more than half, that does go against my generation. I think I'm Generation Z, or I'm a millennial. I don't really know. I'm one of the two.
Well, since I'm a millennial.
Oh my God. Generation X, I do got respect for you guys. Like, I do respect it. Just let us in.
Yeah.
Just let us into the workforce, because you got, just because we're young doesn't mean that we're not smart. Just because we're young doesn't mean that we don't have knowledge to us. Just because we're young doesn't mean that we don't know how to be professional. Like, just let us in and let us have a chance, because we could really rule the world together, rule the workforce together if we like collaborate with one another, I guess, like help each other instead of going against each other.
So interesting, because that's Tia's perspective from the
Yep.
younger generations.
Yep.
I am a Generation Xer. So
let's hear it.
yes. Okay. So we have the baby boomers.
Yep.
Those individuals, like Tia said, they came before us. They did
Yep.
pave the way for, a lot of the protections that women have, like maternity protection, FMLA. They're the ones who were out there fighting for protection for women.
Yep, exactly.
Prior to them, the culture was You are a wife, a mother. You're in the kitchen. You're cooking dinner. You're having drinks ready for your husband when he gets home. No
Yeah.
lie, go out and Google Better Homes and Garden 1955, How to Be a Wife guide.
Yeah.
Seriously, was out there.
I'm
Um,
gonna look it up
yeah.
too.
But you know what? Sidebar here. I'm wondering if they had it right. Not that women needed to be in the kitchen and cooking and
Hmm.
having things ready for the husband, but if they had a guide, a culture guide,
Yeah.
maybe we should take something from them and have a culture guide now for how
Yeah.
people need to act.
Yeah, and I think I agree with that because these aren't older times, these are modern times. But what if we come somewhere like in between and we just move a little different?
Yeah. Hmm.
It's a food for thought.
Yeah. All right. So back. So okay. So
Back on topic.
yeah, back on topic. So um, being a Generation Xer and working with baby boomers, these are individuals who traditionally have worked for a company for a long period of time.
Yep.
You know that during that time, baby boomers, you started working for a company and you stayed with that company for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
I've worked with people who worked for companies for 40 years.
that's a long time.
40 years they worked for the same company. What really irritates
What
me,
really irritates you?
if you're in the workforce and the only reason why you are hanging on is because you want to turn 65 and get Medicare benefits,
Ugh.
okay, you can continue to work. Hey, great, good for you.
Hmm.
Not everybody's rich, not everybody's won the lottery. Some of us do have to work. Um, that's great. If you're holding on to 65, you've earned it. You can go ahead and retire. But if you're only holding on to get your Medicare benefits and you're just skating by, that's not okay.
No, I agree 100% with that.
And I think there's too many individuals who are out there like that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't want to say they gave up, but they only want to do the minimum to get by to get those Medicare benefits.
Yeah, and then there's just so much more that you could be doing somewhere else. Like, why do you want to stop and just be at one job forever? But then again, like you said, because it is the way they grew up, it is the way that, things were like back then, rather than now where you have like my generation where it's like, if you're not treating us right, we'll go find somewhere else.
Right, right,
So, I mean, why am I going to stay with a company that doesn't appreciate
right.
the work effect that I give out? Like the type of person I am, the type of just basically, if you're not going to appreciate me, why am I going to work for you?
Yeah.
And,
So I've also seen too that, and let me add this to my controversial statement, that the individuals that I've seen that have just skating by to get
yeah.
to age 65, they're also the ones they've got all the knowledge in their head and they won't write it down.
Ugh,
And they don't help the younger people learn.
yeah.
So the younger people are frustrated because they don't know what to do. No one is helping them.
Yep.
But you've got somebody who's sitting there who's got all this wealth of knowledge
Yeah.
who isn't passing it down.
Yeah, they're not passing it down. They would rather talk about you. They would rather
Yeah.
like look down on you like, "Oh, she's 22 and I'm 65 and I got all this experience and I can't let them come in and do this and do that." But why are you looking at it like that? Look at it like, "Oh, okay, there's this talented young lady or young man that's coming in. Like, let's help them. Let's do something good for them so they can see that like, this is worth it."
So what do you want? Do you want to coast by and retire, or do you want to help? Okay, now that we've practically made every single baby boomer in the world mad,
Sorry.
again, this is just our perspective. This is
Yeah.
what we've experienced. We're not
Yep.
saying everybody's like that. Just
Yeah.
this is what I've experienced.
And we're not talking down on anybody, so we don't want anybody to feel like we are or just, talking negatively about anybody or anything. We're just giving our opinions and what we've seen, like
Yeah.
you said.
So let's fast forward to Generation X.
Ooh, my favorite.
This is an interesting topic because me being Generation X,
Yep.
and when I was researching the book and I was writing it, I was like, oh my God, I had so many aha moments that I was
Yeah.
like, wow. So let me introduce you to, if you've never heard of the term, latchkey kids.
Never heard of that.
Okay, so think about this. So the baby boomers prior to Generation X, and we are what? I don't know, 45 to 59. I don't even
I
know.
think so. Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds about right.
Google it. You can go and find
Yeah.
out. So prior to Generation X, the baby boomers, like we said, those were women who were expected to stay at home, take care of their husbands, have dinner ready, take care of the kids, have drinks ready for
Yep.
when he walked in the door.
Yep.
Fast forward to Generation X. That was the first time when you had two parents that were actually working outside of the house.
Yep.
So kids, for the first time, if your mom had to work outside of the home, kids were expected to come home, take care of themselves, take care of their younger siblings, basically try to survive until your parents got home.
Yep.
So hence latchkey kids. I don't know why they came up with the term
I
latchkey
kind
kids.
of like that
but
term though.
yeah. So you've got kids out there. So Generation X, you have kids out there who still were fortunate enough to have a parent who worked out that stayed home. He had one parent who worked outside the house, one who stayed home. But then you've got the exact opposite kids
Yeah.
who, like me, both parents worked outside the home. So I was expected to take care of myself until they got home.
Yeah.
Also take care of siblings. Um, cook dinner, make sure the house was clean, do chores. So that's where I think a lot of the Gen Xers that you referenced were latchkey kids.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, we were expected to take care of ourselves. We were expected to keep ourselves and a sibling alive before our parents got home. That's how we were raised. Now, fast forward, we get into the office environment. I still want to take care of myself. I still need to, I've got responsibilities. So I'm just going to, all right, you want me to do my job? Boom, I'm doing it. I'm going forward. And I'm not relying on anybody else.
Right.
So if you've got a Generation Xer who's used to, I'm just going to go, 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 take care of myself. And now you're in with younger people, you're in with the baby boomers that don't necessarily have the same mindset. There's going to be some major clashes.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. And I think the way that I grew up with the way my mom, I grew up in a one parent household. Like I did have a stepdad, but then eventually I didn't. So my mom worked really, really hard. Like she was at one point in time working two jobs, trying to take care of two kids. And we were basically raised the same way that you were raised on. So it's like, I'm not a latchkey kid because I'm not in that generation, but I was raised the same way. So it's like then trying to go into a workforce where, I think I'm a Gen X. I want to say I'm a Gen X. I don't know.
No, you're not.
Not Gen X. I'm sorry, Gen Z. Sorry.
Oh, I forgot I'm a millennial too.
but anyway, so it's kind of hard like being raised like that and then going into the workforce where they just think that, because of my age, I'm lazy, I'm this, I'm that, but like I was raised just like you guys.
But think about this though. We go back to, and I caught myself many times in the workforce where, okay, I told you how to do it. Now let's go.
Yeah.
And so I'm moving on.
Yeah.
But the individual that I was maybe training or talking to, maybe they didn't learn the same way that I did.
Yeah.
So I'm going full force ahead because that's what I'm used to. Get it done, take care of yourself. Basically scramble and get everything done before mom and dad get home.
Yeah.
To that individual, yes, they may have been raised in a household where they took care of themselves as well, but I think it's a completely different time. And because everyone is so used to it now, and it was so new back then, that we have a tendency to just go, 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 without slowing down and thinking about how is this affecting the younger generation.
Yeah. And I agree with that too, because I do think that in the workforce, like you do just have to take care of yourself. But also, like sometimes if there's a newbie that comes in, like I'm a newbie. If there is somebody like me who, or even not like me, who has less experience than what I do, who has never worked a professional job or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that at some point in time, like everybody just needs to slow down a little bit and just work with them. Like, don't get frustrated with them because we all learn in our own different ways.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a hands-on person. Like, I can't, like, just because you tell me something doesn't mean that I'm gonna catch on to it. Like, I need the hands-on, like, show me what to do, and then from there I'm gonna go full force. Like, I'm gonna do what it is that I gotta do, and then you don't have to look back because I got myself.
Yeah.
So I think that in every generation we just gotta slow down a little bit.
So interestingly, I just thought about this too, Tia.
Yep.
I think when Generation X, when we came around, that's when there started to be a lot more single parent homes as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oof, that's a
Ooh.
hitter.
Ooh.
I do too. And then I think when it came to the next generation, that's when a lot of the single mom homes were starting to be, this sounds so crazy to say, but starting to be normal.
Uh,
Like, just being raised in a one parent household is a little hard because every child needs like that mom and dad.
yeah.
If you lack that father love or nurture or whatever, that masculine energy, then there's going to be something inside of you that lacks. If you lack that feminine energy from your mom, there's going to be something within you that lacks. So I think the household growing up does affect people, like no matter what generation. I think my generation is just more in tune with their emotions
Ooh.
than the older generations.
Ooh.
I said it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think that that's why I think that that's why my generation gets looked at as like we're lazy, we're sensitive, we're over emotional because we're actually in tune with our emotions. Like we care about ourselves, we care about our mental. Like we're not faking it, we're not hiding it. If we're having a bad day, we're having a bad day. Like we're not always projecting onto other people. And I'm not saying we don't do it, which sometimes we do it. I catch myself doing it. But we just let it be known I'm having a bad day rather than just holding it in and just being mean to somebody for no reason.
Wow. Gee, we just went deep.
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry.
I never thought of that about how the younger generation, they're more expressive with their emotions.
Yeah.
Well, okay, now wait a minute though.
Mhm.
Positive emotions, right? Because we just saw in that video, those
Yeah.
two ladies had some emotions.
I would say either or, like negative or positive. I will say that I think that we are more self-aware.
Hmm.
I will say that majority of us do take more accountability, more self-accountability than older generations do. That's one thing that I've seen in my career, in my experiences, and in my opinion. That is what I think this generation is more of.
Which would explain why when you go out in public and you see younger people wearing clothes that you're like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're we are more expressive with our clothes. Like we like to. So I like to say, style is a way to express who you are without speaking.
True.
So
True.
people like to express themselves, whether it's funky hair, whether it's a funky clothes, funky jewelry. Like that's just how people express themselves, and people don't agree with it. But why? Like they're not looking for people's agreements.
Ooh. Now, this is a topic that will be coming up in future podcasts because that is a
Yes,
whole topic in and of itself that we can go
yes,
on and
and
on and
I'm
on for hours.
excited for that one.
Goodness. That is definitely going to be another controversial discussions
Yep.
because what you think and what I think,
Two different things.
oh,
And that's completely okay because we can agree to disagree without sitting here fighting and bickering and calling each other names and talking about our appearances. Like, I think you look fabulous. Like,
even if you don't agree that somebody looks fabulous,
it's okay.
why can't you just say you look fabulous? But
Yeah.
in your mind, you're like,
Yeah, like killing with kindness.
why do you have to come out and say,
Oh, your eyelashes are too long. No wonder why you blink like that.
well, do you know where we're at? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
People in the video, I'm sorry. We're,
it's okay. It's all right. Like I
yeah,
said, we're not doing this to make anybody mad. We're just like speaking on stuff that
yeah,
doesn't ever get spoke on.
exactly.
Yep.
All right. I think we've pretty much,
Yep. But I just want to put it out there. any generation. You guys are, every generation's different, and that's okay. I'm not talking down on any generation. I'm not trying to hype my generation up. I'm just speaking on generations.
Hey, and if you don't agree, subscribe, get on
Yeah.
here, talk with
Yeah,
us, give
let's
your
talk.
perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, interact with us. Like, we want to hear your guys' opinions. We want to hear how we're doing. We want to hear what you guys have to talk about. We want to hear about things that we may not even covered on, or something that you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
Like, interact with us, talk about us. Maybe you could be the next guest on our show.
Yeah. And you know what's great about this whole podcast with the feedback?
Yeah.
That if haters came on here and they hate on us, they're just going to prove exactly what we're talking about.
Okay, and then you're just gonna just make us want to go even harder. Like, please do it.
Please do, because then we can use you as an example.
Yeah, yup, exactly. I like that.
So, parting words for today.
Parting words?
Yeah. If you could leave one piece of advice for our future leaders, what would it be?
This is a good one. Stand in your truth. Stand in your power. Stand in your confidence. Stand in who you are, but not in a cocky way.
I think I'll leave with the future leaders. Do not let anybody ever steal your joy.
Yep.
Love yourself.
Yep.
Take care of yourself. And it's not your problem when somebody else doesn't like you, when they project their negativity on you. That's not your problem.
Yep.
Love yourself. Stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody take your joy.
And also be kind to yourself. Always shine your light. Express who you are. Express it. Don't express it to where it's going to make, matter of fact, if it's going to make somebody else feel uncomfortable, it's not your problem.
No, not your problem.
Because you are great.
Yep.
You just gotta, we're here to teach you. We're here to help you. We're here to guide you. We're here to make a new positive workforce for the women, because we all know it needs it.
Yep.
We need it.
So, future leaders, you are awesome. You are great. And you're going to make this world a better place.
Yes, just keep shining, keep smiling, keep being beautiful. You are amazing.
So, next week, like we said, we're going to have some guest speakers.
Yes, that's going to be interesting. So stay tuned.
I can't wait to hear their stories.
Oh, me too. Me too.
And then Black Friday,
Ooh.
Tia and I are actually going to go out. Now, I don't Black Friday shop because I don't want to deal with the crowd. Yep. I'm doing it for you, though.
Yup. And
we're going to go out, and we're going to randomly interview people, females and males, and ask them what is their experience like working with other females.
Yep. And honestly, I love Black Friday shopping. It's not like what it used to be when I was younger. We used to stand in lines for hours. Yeah, it's good. This is definitely gonna be interesting. Like she said, we're gonna get males and females out there. We're trying to get their perspective on women's in the workforce, and we're not doing this to bash women. We're doing it to make awareness of what happens.
Yeah. Yep.
Just so every female knows, like, this is what you're walking into. This is what comes with the workforce. Like, just to be aware of what goes on. But this Black Friday one, I'm so excited for that.
So I'm gonna sacrifice my sleep.
That's great.
Oh, Lord. But let me tell you something, though. Do not expect this.
Yeah, no, we're not going to look like this. I'm going to have my bun up. I'm probably going to be in some slippers. Like, let's be honest.
Yep. And I'll probably be in some jeans and some stained sweatshirts because...
Yep. And that's okay, because you know what? We still rock it out.
Yep. All right. Thanks for joining us.